Hi guys, in this video I'll talk to you about the overall structure of the analysis. First, based on the video that you just watched and on my experience, I'd like to put this as a blueprint, my own blueprint for keyword analysis. First, starting with listing our keywords, demand analysis, performance analysis, and instead of gap analysis for now, I'm going to just focus on growth analysis. We're going to talk about gap analysis very shortly, briefly, toward the end of this slide set. Okay, first of all, we need to familiarize ourselves with the industry or the topic we would like to talk about. This is a very important activity. It's like a stage 0 kind of activity, and this is where we would like to do a brainstorming. It's best to do it in a team. This is why, for example, in the entrepreneurial strategy course, where we attempt to create a whole project of an e-commerce, is a very good practice that we work together in teams to look up certain keywords. This is a very good exercise if you are doing with me the entrepreneurial strategy course and you would like to know more about an informed way of naming your products. This is where you begin. You begin by familiarizing yourself with the industry, with your competition sites. How do they name their products? What kind of language they use? I'm not going to say jargons, but I'm going to say certain keywords, certain terms, words that they use, and what's really important in the description of the product or a distinctive attribute of that product. So you need to get yourself familiarized with the topic. This is step number 1. Step number 2, where and how could I get myself familiarized with the topic? First of all is the Google search engine. So if we start a new tab with Google search engine, for example, and we're talking about who, what, talking about what should we talk about? What kind of product? Okay, so let's do the jewelry shopping online and see what we got. First of all, we have the bunch of ads here at the very beginning. Websites for jewelry. So we have this platform that maybe if you are into the jewelry business, you should get yourself listed on that site. Seems to be, but this is a jewelry, not accessories also. Swarovski here, and so on. What's important here to show you is the suggest one. So for example here, when I had typed jewelry shopping online, I got different suggestions here. Report inappropriate, oh no, usually here they used to write, this is the Google suggest. So these are different suggestions. So jewelry brands, jewelers. So how is this different if we say accessories? Look, accessories shopping online, car accessories, bike accessories, mobile accessories, home accessories, kitchen, women's accessories, online shopping, and from there you can go to Korean, fashion, ladies, cheap, online accessories, and so on. Okay, so this is the Google suggest. All right, then first thing we do is we take a look at here how the number of results that we've got. These are advertisements, so we can have a look at our competitors, but this is definitely not a competitor for a dropship site. This is a distant competitor because this is a very well established brand. It's actually one of my favorite brands here. For this is I think it is Quartz, or is it not the Quartz? It's Citizen, one of these Japanese brands. It's very young but elegant. This is very nice brand. So if you're doing drop shipping or you're just starting up a business, it's really a very established brand. So be careful with the ads. We're not looking at the ads, we're looking here at the very end also, the related searches. So these are very important sources as well that you could get a little bit of an insight on what you're doing, and this is the location that you would like to get the results related to. So you could also change the location to the United States if you are doing a dropship site, like to see the results are there, like relevant to a certain location. All right. Second, I'd like to talk about the people also ask about different things. This is a very, very, very important aspect nowadays, or a source of information. People also ask. This is very important because you will know what is it that people ask about, and this is a very important report in knowing a little bit about what the customer is looking for and extract very important keywords from it. Then comes the customer persona analysis. We've already done the customer persona exercise, but we related our persona, or we built our customer persona based on our Google Analytics. We did a customer persona based on one source. If I really wanna, if I have the time, I would have asked you in today's exercise to create a customer persona based on your based on your keyword analysis. Unfortunately, we did the customer persona, the first exercise, with Google Analytics demo account. So it's not as if each and every one of you belong to a certain team and you have a digital property already there. And then from there, everyone has a story, has a context, has a certain goal that they really work towards achieving. And then we can look at your own Google Analytics and extract information from it. And then we also do the exercise based on today's blueprint for keywords analysis and see how enriched your experience would be doing this kind of exercise. However, nonetheless, it's good enough at a bachelor level that you've done the persona analysis based on Google Analytics. And today we are going to focus on the keywords analysis. And I trust that if you want to enrich your persona analysis in the future on your own, if you got your own site, your own digital property, using this also blueprint, please keep these set of slides. You might need them in the future. This is a very good and reliable blueprint that you could use to start and kick off your keyword analysis. So here's the customer persona. With customer persona, we need to know where the customer, where our customers hang out, basically online. Okay, do we find them in Quora, in Reddit? Which social media groups we could be a very good source, could be a very good source of information to understand more about our customers' persona or about the market. Then comes the demand analysis. We talk about here qualifiers, the context related and semantic. I'm going to talk to you in this also class about how to use certain qualifiers on the Google search engine to tweak your parameters, search parameters. Then we talk about relevant keywords. When you use this tilde sign, you are actually telling Google, give me anything relevant to this keyword as well, or other query qualifiers. Oh yeah, this is the qualifiers here, the query qualifiers here with Google queries. Okay. Then we're going to talk about demand analysis. With demand analysis, we focus on the volume, the search volume, using different tools. Most of these tools used to be free tools, but nowadays you have to provide your credit card to get a trial, or they are paid. Browser extensions, I love the keywords everywhere. This used to be a free tool or had a trial for free, but now you have to provide your also credit card to get the free trial. I personally love this tool. I use this tool. I'm comfortable with this tool, and it's a paid tool. I pay for it. What I like about this tool is that you don't subscribe for it. You pay for a quota. So whenever I need to do and perform a keyword analysis, I use my quota, like certain credits. And the more words I use, the less the credits I would have. And Also, of course, the search engine internally on your site is a very good source of information, as well as Google Console. Performance analysis is, we're talking about the commercial intent. So I need you to understand this term, commercial intent. If anybody asks you what did you take with SEO, one of the topics you need to talk about is we performed keyword analysis exercises where we can focus on demand analysis from a search volumes point of view, as well as explore the commercial intent. It's very important that you, at least, guys, please, for God's sake, even if you forget the details here, please try to put on a page, just one page of on your notebook, if you have any, just to try to put the main topics that you covered in any course, so that when you go to an interview for a job or even for an internship, they're gonna ask you, so what did you take with your digital marketing course? And guess what? I'll tell you from experience, most of the companies, I talk to my students, most of the companies think that we're doing, I learned this word from another teacher, Mickey Mouse. We're doing Mickey Mouse in the university, and this is not true in our TIU university. Trust me, look at different syllabus of digital marketing on different universities. One of the top universities elsewhere, you will find TIU digital marketing syllabus very competitive, if not even better. It's not because I am the instructor, I'm telling you the truth, guys. We are doing a lot of practical exercises. You are surviving the practical exercises. They're not easy, they're difficult, I understand that, but trust me, I'm not going to be I'm not going to severely or strictly grading your efforts. I appreciate whatever effort, but I really would like you to pay attention to how to market yourself based on whatever class you take with TIU. Put a little note, right? Start writing a paragraph about this digital marketing course, and now we talked about HTML so that we can easily tweak any code and easily be able to connect our site to a Google Console, Google Tag Manager, to Google Analytics. You need to show that you know these terms. You need to impress them by telling them, yes, I know Yoast. I have seen it. Our teacher showed it to us, blah, blah, blah. I have used it. I took the entrepreneurship strategy course, for example. I've done this, I've done that. I've done search volumes. I know I've been using this kind of tool, that kind of tool, and so on. We're going to use Ubersuggest, I think, for you guys, because it's a free tool that you can use as a student. Also talk about the commercial intent. What is a commercial intent? Long tail keywords, for example. You will show that you know your field when you use these terms and these jargon. So take notes of this, of these terms that you learn from each course, so that when somebody asks you the question, what did you take in this course, you can answer in a very neatly manner by highlighting the most important terms that will show that, oh, she knows what she's talking about. We talk about competition analysis with the cost per click, and then the growth analysis with Google Trends. Okay, let's get started. The 4 steps. First of all, define your customer persona and list your keywords. How do you list your keywords? Over here. First of all, search on Google, get the suggest, get the relevant searches, and also get people also ask about. So this is the third one I need to add here. Then start looking at or finding where your customers hang out online, which platforms they hang out on. Then do the demand analysis, which we're going to do in a bit, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the qualifiers. This is step 2. I'm going to talk about different online tools, search qualifiers, and advanced search estimators or operators, local search for potential words, intent, and so on. Performance analysis is a commercial intent, and so on. And we're going to talk about Google Keyword Planner for understanding the highly bid keywords for cost per click, and so on. Okay, so let's get started. This is the Google Suggest I talked to you about. I showed you an example. So these keywords are very important for keywords analysis. Also, the searches related to this keyword or key phrase that you're looking for, please take a look at the very bottom of the page. Also, do not forget the other widgets in there. Now, for tools to be used for search volumes, I use keywords everywhere. Keywords everywhere also comes as a Google extension or browser extension. If you don't know what a browser extension, I will show you. So this is the browser, okay? And then if you go add an extension here, add Google Chrome. I'm using Google Chrome extension, okay? So how do you add a Google Chrome extension? You can go to the Chrome Web Store and then add from there, or you can add any extension by following the certain steps you have over here. So here's the Chrome Web Store, and what you do is you can search for certain extension if you want, or you could, yeah, let's do that. Keywords everywhere, for example. Let's check it out. This is the Keywords Everywhere extension. This is a paid now application, unfortunately, but I will show you here. You can have more extensions. So this is the extension we're looking for. I already have it, but if you don't have it, then you can install it from here. If you are interested in knowing more about it, you can watch the video and watch a little and look at the documentation. Once you click this blue button, you will have the extension available over here. Do you see over here I have Keywords Everywhere? Now it is deactivated. I can activate it by clicking on it. So I can activate it and then I can use it for different searches. Okay, now it's on, so that I have 99,000 credits, and I can purchase additional credits. I can import certain keywords. This is a new feature actually. I can analyze page content. Look how awesome this is. So if I have a competitor, I can go and visit the competitor site, or if I know that this blog is talking about a certain topic that I am very much interested in, if I'm a blogger or I'm writing editorial content for the web, then I can use this feature. This is one of the very strong features for Keywords Everywhere. Then I can also take a look at the bulk trends. If I don't want to use only Google trends for that. There is also competitor gap analysis already done automatically for me over here. I'm going to talk about gap analysis in a bit. So I'm very happy that you guys can see that my lecture notes actually coincide or overlaps with certain terms that you can see, and certain terminologies that you can see with a real live tool. Yeah. So we talked about the trends for growth. That's very important for keywords analysis. I told you we need to also look at the competitor sites, and this is what I'm talking about when I talk about analyzing a page content. Competitor gap analysis is very important, and also the ranking. Oh, this is quite interesting. The organic ranking of the keywords. How do they know that? This is now questionable. You might ask me, how is this tool knows about this? I will tell you something. In principle, if the tool is not Google related tool, we're always, and the source of knowledge is always questionable. Unfortunately, yes, it's always questionable because it's not a Google and we're using Google. So this is true, it's questionable all the time, but out of experience and from reviews from the market, like professionals using different tools, they actually give it very good reviews, Keywords Everywhere. And I'm telling you, there is a reason why they are growing and they have this kind of strong features. Some of these features were not available a couple of years ago. This because they are growing, meaning that they are receiving more money and more subscriptions. People are using them more and more so that they can afford hiring more and more people to improve their tool. It's an awesome tool, guys, can't you see? So I think this is good. You can also take a look at the different documentations. Unfortunately, we're not going to use Keywords Everywhere for class related activities because even if they still provide the if they still provide the trial, they will still ask you to provide your credit card, and I don't want to put you in such a position where you have to risk putting your credit card and then you forget about unsubscribing. So we're going to use Ubersuggest. So Ubersuggest is very important, very interesting tool. It's on the Neil Patel website. There's also the SEM Rush, search engine marketing rush. There is the keyword finder, and there is Raven tools. Some of them are now also provide a trial, but they ask for your credit card. This is the problem. So let's just stick to Ubersuggest of Neil Patel and see how we can use it to kickstart a keywords analysis. We're going to talk about this. Probably we can do this exercise during class time. But for now, let's maybe I should stop here on this point, or maybe continue. Let me continue. Let's talk about the demand analysis and users qualifiers. Now you're having a certain project in mind, and let's talk about car insurance. You would like to list down from brainstorming. You're in a brainstorming session with your interns, with your team, and you would like to kickstart the conversation. And you want to start with a human being's brains, the bestest source of information so far. So how do you start your listing your keywords? First of all, maybe you can ask them to start by talking about if there's any comparison kind of keywords. Is this keyword, do we need to compare like different car insurances so that we can see our competitors, so we can identify our competitors, or we can identify different car insurance plans types in the market, or so the compare keyword on its own, or the comparison, starting the exercise with a comparison allows you to explore the more of the outer set of the topic, so that you can zoom and narrow down around, or you can expand. So it's like the plus minus sign for expanding a certain a menu or collapsing a certain menu, so you can have a better view of the universe around that keyword. Then we have the action. Starts with a verb. So is it buy car insurance, renew car insurance? What is it? So start with a verb, kind of next step. So the first step is, let's see, do we compare the car insurance, do we compare the types, do we compare between states, what is it now? So start with that. This is my I agree with the book. This is a very good way to start, big, and then you can go to action. Then you can specify different actions. Then you can also specify the adjectives. Are you looking for cheap? Are you looking for car insurance for pregnant ladies, or car insurance for people with special needs, or? Then, now that we know more about the comparison of different brands and all that, do you want to compare also, or look up certain competitors that you listed down in the process of doing the keyword analysis? Then there's the intent of use. For example, in our car insurance, do you want to use it for a vacation car insurance, yeah, or high mileage, or? So see how is the intent of use, like why the customer would use this product, or certain intent of use. Location, specify it. Product type, as I told you, your holiday car insurance seems like it's not intent, it's a product type. Then provider type. Is it a company? Is it a boutique firm? And so on. So this is just an example. You might come up with different qualifiers based on your field. The more experienced you are in a certain field, the better it is, yeah? So that you will know that, for example, we start with adjectives. We consider adverbs. With adjectives, I also consider adverbs. For example, here, I actually missing /adverb because we're talking about cheap or get car insurance fast. Yeah, maybe. It depends on your context, guys, right? So here is adjective, adverb, brand name, certain term, verb, noun, starting with a noun, which is a brand name. So you can just remember that by saying there's nouns, like vendors, like brands, adjectives or adverbs, and there's verbs. And then also one very important verb is the comparison verb that makes you explore the market better. Then we have the intent of use, we have the location, product type, and product provider type if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna, in the next video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Google Advanced Search page keywords. So now that you have listed different keywords under each main title here, yeah? Now the next step is to execute. So first of all, you went through Google search, Google search engine, you used what's available, you looked up your customers, where they hang out online, Reddit, Quora, different social media groups and so on. Then you used a certain tool to look up the volume. I'm going to talk about this later maybe. So the next step, let's say, is this. Let's skip this for now. Yeah, let's say the next step is this. You did the brainstorming with your team, you listed down all the different keywords that you have, and now you want to execute it. So how do you execute that? You execute that by using Google search engine. How do you do that? Of course, you can use the Google search engine this way, which is the very simple way that will help you list down the preliminary keywords here. But then next, I want to also help you understand how to use the advanced search, the Google advanced search, so that you can have a better more precise results. And this will be in the next video, because I feel this video has been so long. I'll see you in the next video.